towards your heel, you know, and with the next one, knee ups, and then roll-ups, crunches where you're rolling up with the knees to the chest, and that's the killer. That's the secret too. That's for men over 40. But 20 of each one of those, kick your tail. Kick your tail. It's an experience. What's up, Bang?
I think we've been stretched out.
Yeah.
You're like, you look familiar.
I know, man. I'm pretty good at remembering faces, not names.
Which one is Kevin?
You remember Kevin? One of us.
Listen to her. She brought you for discipline. And then Emmanuel's which one?
Emmanuel's the big guy with the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
That he had to make his ankle messed up.
Oh, yeah.
That was his buddy.
Oh, okay.
Remember, right?
Yeah.
That appearance, she was like, I'm not going to pay for you if you don't listen.
He was only here a few times.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I confused it with the soccer, the other
No,
soccer.
the soccer guy was Emmanuel.
No, I'm not talking about the shorter.
No, the shorty little kid, no,
Yeah.
no. Their son, and Emmanuel, was the oldest student I had.
Oh, yeah.
The two.
Yeah, I remember.
He used to call me Seafood. I said, dude, don't call me no Seafood. Not a Seafood, just call me Bang. Yeah, your son used to always call me Seafood.
Some respect. What does that mean? Does that mean teacher?
Yeah, in Chinese
Father.
it means teacher, father.
Father.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Alright, we're on day 152, page 84, Osho First Thing in the Morning. So what I do, I share some passages. This is relevant to meditation. And then after I read it, people could offer reflections if they like, or have any questions. Day 152. One needs a home, one needs food, one needs money, one needs clothes. One should pay attention to all these things. But they should not become all and everything. Some space, some time should be given to the inner exploration. That's what I call meditation. Sitting with yourself, being with yourself, available to your own subjectivity. That availability, that openness, opens you not to your own self, but to the very self of existence. And unless you know what this life is all about, you live in vain. Unless you taste the mystery of this immense beauty and ecstasy that surrounds you, it is already there. You just need to be a little more alert and sensitive to it. Life remains empty. You are born and yet not born. You live and yet you are dead. Seeing oneself, one is born anew. Meeting with oneself is a rebirth, the real birth. One becomes twice born. Day 153. Knowledge is available from the outside. Knowing needs an inner purification. Knowledge is information. Knowing is your capacity to see, to understand. Knowledge never transforms anybody. It can make you a great scholar, but to be a scholar is to be nothing but a parrot. The scholar simply repeats. He is a gramophone record, neither more nor less. But a knower knows on his own authority. He does not believe, he sees. He is not a Christian, he is a Christ. He is not a Buddhist, he is a Buddha. Remember this. It needs a radical change in your consciousness, a totally new kind of consciousness, alert, aware, meditative, loving. These are the foundations which will make you able to see. You will not become more informed, but you will become totally transformed. My work is not to inform you, but to transform you. Day 154. Knowledge is easy and cheap. One can accumulate as much as one wants. One can borrow it from others. But wisdom is costly, very precious. One has to pay for it with great effort, awareness, meditativeness. Nothing can give it to you, and nobody can take it away from you. It is absolutely your individual effort that will release your wisdom. It is there like a seed, but only a seed. It has to be planted, nourished, nurtured, watered, taken care of, and that's what meditation is all about. Slowly it starts growing, then you become a rose bush and many flowers come. The moment these flowers open up and your fragrance is released to the winds, there is great joy. Not only in you, the whole existence rejoices with you. Whenever one person becomes enlightened, the whole of existence takes a step ahead.
I have a reflection on that. I like the part where it talks about knowledge, like you can pass that on, but like true wisdom, like how costly it is. Like, you know, you have to go through things or experience things to really gain like true wisdom. I mean, you can share wisdom, you know. I talk to people who've experienced things that I haven't experienced. And they could be younger, it doesn't matter about age, but if you've experienced something, that's not something somebody can necessarily just take away from you or give to you. You know, it's your own truth. I'd like to even go further and say it's like talking to somebody who's actually at an event that people read about versus, you know, a documented account. You can read about it, but it's like, I was there.
Yeah, the wisdom is like the experience that can't be replaced by both knowledge and whatnot. Like the longer you live, the more you experience. There's just something that you have that other people just can't understand unless they experience it themselves. With the martial arts, you could be trained in the techniques, defending yourself, being in a situation where you might have been threatened and you had to survive that situation. Is different than just reading about it or watching it. It could be love, you know, when you're in love, it's not the same as just watching Romeo and Juliet or a movie or something like that. You know, you experience it, you can't replace experience, and that's just something the schools can't give to you. They're giving you knowledge, and they're making you pay a lot of money for it, these colleges. But there's a whole different thing than real life living and just going to school and trying to study about life. You know, they make a big business out of it. But the reality is, life experiences, that's what he's referring to as wisdom. And that's just something that you can't get from a book or a video. You just have to go out there and do it.
There's a lot of things you can't learn in the classroom. It has to be real life.
Yeah. Day 155. We are all carrying a star of infinite beauty within ourselves. We are stars. Of course, we are surrounded by much smoke and clouds, and if one looks from the outside, nothing of the star can be found. The function of meditation is to penetrate through these dark clouds that surround you and to reach the center where eternal light is present, where life is a flame of joy, of bliss, of tremendous beauty. The experience of that innermost flame is the experience of godliness. The journey is difficult but worth taking, and it is only difficult in the beginning. As you become accustomed to the joy of the unknown and the freedom of the unknown and the thrill of the unknown, it is no longer difficult. Then each moment of the journey is of such precious beauty, of such exquisite joy, of such tremendous ecstasy that one is ready to go through any hardships. One is even ready to die for it because now one knows that even death is not a death. Day 156. Love needs great courage. In fact, nothing needs more courage than love, because the basic requirement of love is to die as an ego. Only when you dissolve your ego does love start flowing in you. The ego is the barrier and it needs guts to drop it. One claims, one thinks that one is nothing but the ego, hence one feels great fear. What is going to happen to me if I drop my ego? I will lose my identity. Yes, there will be a time when you lose your identity, the old identity, the false identity, an interval of time when you will not know who you are, and then the true identity will evolve. In Zen, they say before you meditate, rivers are rivers, mountains are mountains. When you meditate, rivers are no longer rivers, mountains are no longer mountains. And when the meditation is completed, when you have attained it, rivers are again rivers, mountains are again mountains. There is a gap between the two, the old leaving and the new coming, which is going to be a little chaotic. Hence the need of a master to help during those days, to keep on holding your hand, to go on encouraging you. Don't be afraid. The dawn is not far off. Don't turn back. Look ahead, because there's no way back. Life never goes back. There's always a forward movement. Buddha says, Charavati, Charavati, go on until you have arrived at the point where there is no desire left. That is the moment of fulfillment, of bliss, of benediction. Day 157. To be loving is to be religious. To be in real love with existence is to be in prayer. There is no need to go into scriptures, and no need to learn theology, no need to ponder over stupid nonsense called philosophy. There is no need. One has to love the flowers and the birds and the trees and the stars and the people, and that's enough. One has to go on improving one's quality of love. One has to make it more and more unconditional, unmotivated, undemanding, undominating, unegoistic. When your love is absolutely pure, you have attained godliness. There's nothing more to it. You have attained the ultimate perfection of life. Love is the essence, so let it become your path. Day 158. Love, that one word contains all that is worth having in life, worth possessing in life. One can forget God and nothing is lost. But if one forgets love, then everything is lost. If love is there, God is bound to happen, because God is the ultimate peak of the experience of love. But without love, even God is not possible. Without love, nothing is possible. No bliss, no benediction, no truth, no freedom. Love is the nectar. It gives you the experience of immortal life. It is the bridge between time and eternity.
I think that one's pretty self-explanatory and pretty simple. Like, love is going to everything, but you can't have God without love. But if you have love, then God just is there. Which kind of sounds backwards. Like, how can you have love without God? Or how can you have, well, it makes sense. How can you have God without love?
The question is when you're disenchanted, how do you find love? When you're disenchanted with things that are happening around you. How does one find love, express love? Love is real, but sometimes life and its experiences,
Makes you jaded?
so to speak, yes. Makes you wonder if there's really, not that I am, no, but I'm just questioning the idea of love. It's like I fell in love, and I got married. Now I wonder, where did I go wrong? Where did I go right? I'm falling back in love presently.
Well, I think he's talking about not just romantic love, but just love for existence, love for your presence, your being, your health. Like finding that love within you, and then appreciating all of existence and the beauties of existence, and then you develop that love, and then that is the love that he's talking about. It's not just talking about romantic love and she breaks up with you and then now you're heartbroken. It's not talking about just,
Even life's experiences, you know, that you go through.
yeah, like say in that situation, if you have self-love, then you would appreciate that you had that experience, even though it didn't turn out the way you may have wanted it to. You still had that experience that you should appreciate and be thankful for. So that's like the sunny day, and then the next day it rains, and you get upset. But then it's like, well, you had the sunny day, appreciate the sun. There's a rainy day, you still appreciate that as well. So if there's a situation where, you know, you're in a romantic situation and it ends, you can still appreciate the separation because it's going to be the birth of something new, right? So appreciation all around. So that's like total love, and then that's when God will come in, because when you have that real love, then that's when God will come in. You say, you know.
Pretty good explanation.
It's like that saying, it's a silly saying, but it's don't cry because it's over, be happy because it happened.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
And you know who
wise.
said?
That is wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
That's actually from a children's book.
Is it?
It is. And you know what? It's Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, no, that's my guy now. Don't mess with Winnie now.
No, but that's she just put it really in simple
Yeah,
terms.
absolutely.
That's,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's even if it's not a relationship, it could be college. You loved college, but then now you graduate, you gotta move on, right?
Right.
You could be sad, or you could be happy that you experienced that. Or, you know, Brandon going to Jamaica, you know, he could love it there, but then he's gonna have to leave.
Don't bring it up.
He's gonna be sad.
Come back.
He's gonna be all sad. But you should be thankful that he was able to even go.
Right.
You know? It's the same thing with our life, you know? Like, we might be sad, oh, we're about to die, but then you lived so long. You should be happy that you lived, you know?
Right.
So it goes with everything. It's just like learning how to separate from the good. Now, if it's a bad experience, say you hated college, I mean, I can't wait to graduate. Then you're still happy that, hey, you know, it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done pretty soon, you know.
You know,
But
I think it's the emotions that we attach to things. And I think our emotions get us caught up
right.
in things. Like Kevin, you know, I used to get mad at him all the time. He would come home at 1 o'clock in the morning. And it wasn't until later on that he said to me, he's like, you know, Mom, your anger will not cure you. Your anger will punish you. And, you know, that kind of stuck with me. So now, when my other boy, my 16-year-old's giving me the same trouble, I don't even get angry with him anymore. I just tell him, I'm like, you know, I'm disappointed in you. I went through this with Kevin. I'm not going through this with you. And I just don't get angry. I just tell him how I feel, and you know, it's he's gonna make his choices. And
How old is he now? How old is
he's
Kevin now?
16. Kevin is 18. He's gonna be 19 this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Buddha said something like, if you